25, yo dumbass. You trash. Now it makes sense why your baby mom got you on child support. She trash too. If you a grown man and catch your attitude while we playing the game, because
who really wants to start buying back their time? Man, I pay somebody to walk my dogs and pick up dogs.
Yeah. I think Clarissa Shield is so ugly, bro.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
If all us playing, I already played this all night. Nah, don't tell me that.
The Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff.
Nah, don't tell me that. Nah, nigga.
He'll bring it out. It's Genty. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down for this offense. The give to the back. Bulls his way forward. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. The run from the shotgun. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back. Get him.
You sure what?
He can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Broncos getting set on
Is Justin Bieber sending the world a subliminal message because the photo he just posted is currently going viral, and it's a picture of chicken containers, and under that is a picture of a baby. And if you swipe back, it's a childhood photo of him.
And
now,
picture.
I got English too, but I want to grow and not react so much. Shake my head. People are thinking maybe this is a child trafficking subliminal message. Maybe he's trying to, raise awareness.
He got stuck on that, man. Nah, he got stuck on that, man. That's that bullshit.
Starts off as kids performing for adults.
It was a linebacker, it'd be like that.
He goes on, he becomes the main event, and as the music video ends, he's left alone with an old man in his plate. There's a picture of him as a child, and it says Yummy. There's also the music video of the Where Are You Now, which is literally thousands of pictures, and it's sped up so quick where you can't see it, but every time you pause, you can see a new picture of art. And it's usually all pretty though. This is just a few examples. There's a lot more that goes much more in depth. But the Instagram photo he posted on his profile, it's very odd, and I'm wondering if it's something that we
keep this offense from getting a line on who block. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
No, I don't get hard.
And that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Go to those situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
I'm trusting in my...
Oh, fuck. Yeah, it'd be like that sometime. Gang.
I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't hard to play and leave him that wide open. Well, I don't think they know what they're doing.
Yeah, well, his thing is actually like him back his highest in this area. Really poor job by the defense. And then finish faster. No, this
lining up to tack
before we
one
jump
more
in,
on the
I gotta
lead.
give a huge shout out to Raycon for sponsoring us.
And the extra point is good. It's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Is a pain.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Background noise or zooming in on my work, it makes a huge difference. And with 32 hours of battery life, I can go from morning
Fielded in
to
the end
night
zone. It's
without
Genty.
worrying about
He was
charging.
hoping for something a
Also,
little more dynamic, but they get
it's
him on the
just
ground
10
at the
minutes
20.
of charging that gives you 90 minutes of playback, which is perfect when you're in a rush. Plus, they're weatherproof, so whether I'm out for a walk or if I'm in the rain, they hold.
Boise State ready to send out that
Honestly,
offense.
I grab these
Boy, they hope this
every
next
single
drive is more
day.
productive
When I'm
after throwing a
editing
pick
this
last time,
podcast or just
Yeah, and the coaches did a
winding
I
good
turned-
job on the sideline.
I turned it the wrong way.
and they put
I turned it the wrong way. You right.
The 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Where's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed? I like the call. Handoff to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Starting a drive like that really
huge
builds
things to
confidence.
Raycon
First down from the
Interception.
Now let's get back to it. You're not gonna miss this.
The receiver on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 45. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Love the play call offensively, attacking this defense in a lot of different ways. That time they used the jet sweep. They used the speed of the wide receiver to generate yet another first down.
Now on first down from the 30. Motion from the offense. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, it's out. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
R1.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense...
I ain't want to try to go. If I would have went for the hit stick that time, you probably would have scored.
The offense recovered its own fumble.
No, I knew how to do that. That was the first thing I know how to do. Yeah. Boom Man showed me that. It's the same button on Madden. Boom Man good in Madden. And what, Madden? But they didn't Madden. But they didn't Madden, man. Whenever he ready, I bust him whenever he ready. Man, bro, you can't beat me. I get the I get the part of shit, boy. You crazy?
Quick work on that scoring drive just and it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run.
And I like that some of his hard work. And he has a lot of interesting stuff, including when he collabed with Kanye West when his album covers usually.
After that, latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again.
Question what actually goes down during this party, especially after they saw what Michael Rubin made Meek Mill do, jumping around like a bunny because he supposedly lost the bet. And then in the private jet, when Lil Baby and Meek Mill were saying that they were going to get drunken hugs if they don't behave at the party.
My baby in 1-year-old clothes right now. 12 months. Yeah, she's in 12 months right now.
Children being murdered and eaten. The original Snow White. The mother assaulted and ate what she thought was Snow White's lungs and liver. Little Red Riding Hood was going to get eaten. Baba Yaga. Killing and eating children. And stealing bread. And Jack and the Beanstalk, the original, I believe his wife murdered children.
No, she only 5 months.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change.
If it ain't broke, don't break it. Nah.
They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
To throw, it's Criswell. Quickly complete. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back.
You better hold that bit, boy.
You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
Just not the play I picked.
Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw. He's going up top. And it falls incomplete. And
That wasn't the play I picked.
Defender right there, almost had it in his
Bro, that wasn't the play I picked, bro.
Play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills, his ability to turn the hips, his speed.
But you talking like you start something like I tried to do that shit.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30.
Oh, go on, Cup.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game.
Ah.
Picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return.
I ain't lob it.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB trying to fit that one in the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, yeah, I can put this football in. Not so fast. They come away with it.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. From the gun, the ground game. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south. Get a 1st down. Get a new set of downs.
They have set the
I wouldn't want to throw that bitch either.
Inside a minute to play in a wild 1st quarter. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming.
Hey, you don't want to throw that shit. You don't really want to throw that shit.
You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
The Broncos will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable.
You said what? You might not even win right now. You only up a touchdown. That's cool.
And the extra point
Who?
is true, and they're on top by 7.
Alright, now you're doing too much.
Just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it.
Now you're doing too much.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown.
Fuck you mean how I even scored? I scored. Man.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback.
If it ain't broke, don't break it. If it don't shield, we gonna sink them. On wood, Craig.
Here's the handoff. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Get on. I don't really know how to play this shit, man. YouTube. Yeah.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
I swear to God, bro. It was Mario.
Jet sweep to the receiver.
And I think in today's era of college football, we get enamored with the jet
What?
sweep. It's exciting.
No, hell no.
Run game, but sometimes it's just better to go old school and just run the football convention.
So you don't think this shit cheating? I was finna hit it on your ass just then. Man, I was finna hit it on your ass just then.
Now it's third down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments.
You got off.
And he was hit.
You got off.
Releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense. Getting the
I got
to him, getting the hit,
I got to.
forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that returning.
I've been making me put the black down. I thought that nigga was gone.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't
You know what?
when you put together a drive like that, I would do more.
Yeah, that shit gonna, you can hang that up.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wide out in motion. The play action fake.
How you drop the ball, nigga?
But he couldn't hang on. It'll be
Fat ass, nigga.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
on 3rd and long. long. He has to throw for it. Got his man in the middle. Good tackle there to stop.
Kick a field goal.
First down, and now they have to make a call.
Yeah, you young niggas out of control.
Apparently not tempted to kick the 45-yard field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and short.
You young niggas out of control.
Fourth down. Unloads to the wideout.
You young niggas out of control.
No problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
This is obviously not a great
With them
start for this quarterback here.
23s on his feet.
In this game, he's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dropping back. It's
What up, Carl?
quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Come on.
Dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Fuck out of here, bro. He cheated me like a bitch.
Trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Oh, he just handled it.
It was a fucking fumble. I got that bit back. Oh.
Give it up. They're short of the first down.
Yeah, that was that bullshit.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Nah, I got the ball. I have it. No, it'll still be first down for me. It wasn't a fumble. Ain't get no fuck, nigga. You know it wasn't no fumble, bro.
The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly.
Come on, get your block.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Hold your fucking block.
No huddle offense to the line. Looking downfield, it's Criswell. Fires to the tight end. Discards a man. Tackled after picking up the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been
Yeah, tell me anything, nigga.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. He's looking to throw it. He finds his man.
Oh, shit.
Ball pops out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Damn, that nigga hit that bitch. You ain't try to knock me off. You the good stroke. That nigga hit that bitch.
A lot of times you just forget to secure that football.
Damn, a nigga hit that bitch.
DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive.
Like, you don't know what time it is, man. He covered, nigga.
Go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before half.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. DBs will try to keep everything in front.
Man, interception, man.
He wants to pass it on second.
Nigga, interception, nigga.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
Make that nigga fumble that bitch.
Gainer to the 43. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Get it out on the screen. And he goes out.
Hey, nigga, they want to try shit, boy. Ain't nobody going to be open up that field, bro. Hell no.
That was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one.
Hell no.
That might have been huge.
Boy, was he well protected. Finally, let's one go.
Get the fuck out of here. Bro, they cheated like a bitch, dog. Hey, okay, hey, Koi. Okay. How you pushed him out like that? How did you push him out like that? Fuck, nigga, how you push him off the route? Man, they let the niggas go with no more seconds on the clock.
Ready to try the point after.
Yeah, it be like that sometimes. I'll take that. Nah, you lying like a bitch. Ain't no, hold on.
Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio.
You kick it, I'm running, I'm telling you.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Boy, there's nothing about it.
She's my type. That's what you talking about, though. Hey, how you doing? Hey, you know where the nearest Walgreens at? I'm over trying to like find. I can't really find this place, but I can't see it. Can you look on your map for me, please?
What is it you need?
Walgreens.
I'm sorry, I don't really talk to strangers like that or whatever, but you had a phone, you can look.
Yeah, it's not like working for some reason.
Restart it. Have a good day.
Okay, then. Have a nice day, then. All right. Can't even have a brother out. Next. She walking by. Let's see what she got to say.
I didn't know this was you driving this car.
Why that even matter?
Huh?
I said, why that even matter?
Well, I mean, it depends on what type of person you are and what kind of car you drive. You never heard of that?
Nah.
So you still need the directions to walk?
Nah. Yes. She's my type. That's what you're talking about, though.
Do you think Floyd did that intentionally? Why? He said that way too goddamn fast. He had to, he did all of that.
That nigga ain't getting me shit.
Devontae Davis interview that's been like blown up where he finally addresses like the Floyd Mayweather controversy and how they fell out.
I think I answered something about this. Yes.
So I always wondered exactly what happened between them because we saw them together. We know that Floyd, was the one that kind of brought him up. Was his Mr. Miyagi? We saw that exactly. And unfortunately, it seems like things
I quit. Yeah, I quit. Yeah, it's over. I quit. Yeah, I don't like them.
So again,
nigga, fuck you, nigga.
Tells us what happened, and what happened is wilder than anything I could have thought.
Yeah, send me another one,
I
nigga.
don't want to misspeak, but it seems like it's because I've experienced it. People can, and maybe not with Floyd. So let me just preface that. It's like people can put you in opportunities because they can, but it's all to help them out. And then when you're not useful for them no more, they want to throw you to the wayside.
I mean, just once you get around someone, you be looking up to these people so bad. And once you get around them, who they say they is or who they portray to be, then you be more so hurt off, so it's like I just go my own way, I do my own thing. That's more so. And that's cool. It's just like you just don't buy what they own. And that's and I haven't fought 7 or 8 months. Around that time, I wasn't making that much, man. I probably was making 10. So 6 months is crazy. They're not fighting. When they came back and was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter. This is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight them, you're not fighting. So I had to fight. I'm missing all I have. I got a big deal. I had to sell my draw. So now, and remind you, I'm letting the boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game. Letting them know what's going on. Like, see, this was happening. Then I'm letting these guys know. So when they be like,
Yeah, hold on. I gotta get PlayStation Plus.
Like I was the one that was giving you game when I was going through it. Yeah. When I was at the lowest part of my career, I was telling
It ain't cut off. It just ain't let me join the Western, man.
And that was it's like a betrayal almost. Yeah. Okay, so do you think Floyd did that intentionally? Why? After so much time, I feel like, I guess, again, after the weekend, he helped you come to the game. He gave you the spotlight. Like, why would he try to diminish your career?
Because at that time, I don't want to go too deep into it.
Before it gets too crazy, because this is where it gets interesting. So what he was saying was that, he had fought a long time. They basically was stopping his fights. They let him get
10,000 then.
Yeah, first of all, at that point, I would be surprised if he was still getting 10,000. But and then, you know, kind of setting him up to take an L because, you know, you having him take this long break when he's supposed to be, you know, an active part of his career. Then you set up in the fact that he feels like he's supposed to be the one to take him down. And then this guy asks, well, why didn't you think Floyd did that? And I would have never guessed this is what it was.
It was somehow that they were saying that was messing.
Who you playing with?
And then she kept Snapchat. Over the kept him on Snapchat.
Oh, shit, I don't know.
Well, okay. You think that was a downfall of your career? I mean,
yeah.
It was a downfall. Yeah. It wasn't a downfall of my career. I mean, our relationship. It was
No. I'm trying to see who you playing with.
Doing like hip hop or something. I don't think it's
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. But just little stuff that people weren't like.
So wait, hold on. I gotta stop this real quick because I'm not sure about something. So this is my question, right? You said that is why he did it. He started asking some more questions. He's like, well, it's other stuff too. So my whole thing is, was that a shot or was that what it was?
What you doing that shit?
That's my question because now it may sound like you just trying to get that off. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, because it's like that's a lot. Like you saying that, like we breezing past the downfall of your relationship was because of you texting me.
You shoot.
Yeah, or her shooting shot at you, and he made it seem like he was innocent. Do you think he did it?
He sounds a little guilty. I'm gonna be honest.
You think he sounds guilty?
He sounds like his loyal people were showing him Snapchat, and then after that, he started changing. When you send him the Snapchat,
how would they know?
They must be monitoring.
Nah. You do have a good point. How would they know? And yeah, so even if you were talking to his daughter, you know what you should not do is let somebody no, damn sure don't let it find out through somebody else.
All the women in the world, why her? These ain't worth your bag.
Well, the way he said it was like she was pursuing him, and he also tried to make it seem like there was nothing going on almost when he said it the way he said it.
She would have got blocked.
To your point. So you feel like there's no excuse. I mean, if she was an adult, I don't know if she's the same age as Tank. I think with NBA Youngboy, but I thought that she was much younger than Tank. I know that, but this was a while ago. I mean, this has got to be years ago. So I don't know how long ago this was, but I don't know. I think this whole thing is weird. I don't know. I can't tell if that's a shot or if that's what happened or if that is what really was the beginning of the end or the middle of the end or the end of the end. You get what I'm saying?
Whether it happened or it didn't happen, it's like, that's how you drop the bag?
And that's what I'm saying. On either side is whack. And so, I don't know. Unless the guy dogged your daughter out. Like, that's what I'm saying. I find it hard to believe that that's what this is all about.
It's deeper.
Like, Floyd, I understand. It's not going to like his fighter messing with his daughter. I get it. And that's probably a big no-no. And grounds for some shit to happen. But I feel like that's grounds for you to get checked and for us to move on and do business. Not grounds for me to, like, make a vendetta on destroying your career.
But I truly do feel like Floyd is one of those type of people, like, he's such a grown-ass man. He would have been a conversation first before it got to there.
That's what I'm saying. I find it hard to believe you would just jump off, like, unless Floyd is just that petty, that bad, and that evil. Like, I'm not evil, but because it's kind of evil. But if, like, you just went all in on the young man, like, bro, he's a young man, she's a young woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you act like you ain't been that age. Like, what are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I find it hard to believe that that's why he tried to dismantle your career. But unless, you know, who knows? We can't decide this man's story. Let's see if there's anything left.
All right.
Catch. Unless, like, you see how, like, you call out a lot of people on catch. Like, he was scheduled a fight for no fight. And I was signed to him. Do you think that's a relationship that y'all could, like, mend? Have y'all mended? No, I just, like, more so, like, I respect him, and I won't say I appreciate him. I appreciate him for what he did, like, you know, he did help me out. He definitely helped me out. But it's more so, like, he would say that he gave me, like, money to help my mom out the hood, but me being from the hood, 10, 15,000, that's not, after a couple of months, she's gonna be back in the hood, and I'm gonna be back actually for money. Why would I do that? I gave her a couple dollars, for me. I take something, whenever you need some money, you feel me? But when I was legit to be able to get out of the hood, that's what I did. And you know, again, like, not telling specifically about him, but people in general, like,
let us know in the comments. Do you think that Javante was talking to Floyd's daughter? Do you think it's whether he did the photo on the reaction? How do you think this went down? Who side is went on and who do you believe? Put yourself in one. Do you think Floyd did that intentionally?
we'll see a squad from the
Wow.
Big Ten.
He said that way too goddamn fast.
Taking on a team from the SEC.
He did all of that. So have you seen this viral Javante Davis interview that's been like blown up the internet where he finally addresses like the Floyd Mayweather controversy and how they fell out?
I think I've listened to something about this. Yes.
So I always wondered exactly what happened between them because we saw them together. We know that Floyd, was the one that kind of brought him up, was his Mr. Miyagi. We saw that. Exactly. And unfortunately, it seems like, things after a certain while figured out. And, Javante kind of went on about his life and, went on about his career. And still success, but he just wasn't the same, right? So I guess he finally tells us what happened. And what happened is wilder than anything I could have thought. So this is what happened. And I don't want to misspeak, but it seems like it's because I've experienced it. People can, and maybe not before, so let me just.
He'll bring it out.
It's like people can put you in opportunities because they can, but it's all to help them out.
Bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Throw you to the wayside.
Once you get around someone, you be looking up to these people so bad. Once you get around them, so you be more so hurt. So it's like.
This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors.
That's cool. Just like
you ain't changed the stadium with your creep ass. Yeah, you forgot. Nah, man. I'm gonna bust that ass respectfully.
Jet sweep to him fast when he comes across. I can get outside. Usually equals positive gains. The jet sweep is a great play for offense.
Handoff to the single running back. On the move at the 30. Look out. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Trojan. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
Yeah, that was at the lowest part of my career. I was telling y'all,
the kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
Yeah. Okay, so do you think Floyd did that intentionally? Why? After so much time, I feel like, I guess, again, after we think he helped you come in the game, he gave you the spotlight, like, why would he try
stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
I don't want to go too deep into it.
No, before it gets too crazy, because this is where it gets
on first down, here comes this offense.
He hadn't fought in a long time. They basically been stopping his fights. They let him get. Yeah, first of all, at that point, I would be surprised if he would still get 10,000. But and then, kind of set him up to take the L because, you have them in these taking lanes where they're supposed to be, at the front of his career. Then you set up for the top to keep going back to supposed to be the one to take him down. And then this guy, why didn't you think Floyd did that? And I will never guess this is what it was.
I just somehow that.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
Okay. Do you think that was a downfall of your career? I mean,
no, it was a downfall. Yeah. It wasn't a downfall of my career. I mean, our relationship was. It was more. It was like.
He scheduled a fuck, I think.
Use the play fake, now a throw.
I don't think they did it best.
Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific
I gotta stop this real quick because I'm not sure.
We joked that
so
the
this is
tight
my
end's
question,
always
right? You
open,
said
David,
that is why he did it. You start asking some more questions like, well, it's other stuff too. So my whole thing was that a shot or was that what it was? That's my question because now it may sound like you just trying to get that off. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, because it's like, that's a lot. Like you saying that, like we breezing past. The downfall of your relationship was because of you touching him. Yeah. Oh, Hershey shot at you. And he made it seem like he was innocent.
And he finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again.
You do have a good point. How would they know? And so even if you were talking to his daughter, you know what you should not do is let somebody no, and damn sure don't let it find out through somebody else.
All the women in the world, why her? His name
well, the way he said it was like she was pursuing him, and he also tried to make it seem like there was nothing going on almost when he said it the way he said it.
Running back
to your point, so you feel like there's no excuse. I mean, if she was an adult, I know she's the same age as 20. I think with NBA Youngboy, but I thought that she was much younger than 20. You know that, but this was a while ago. I mean, this is gotta be years ago. So, I mean, I don't know how long ago this was, but I don't know. I think this whole thing is weird. I don't know. I can't tell if that's a shot or if that's what happened, or if that is what really was the beginning of the end, or the middle of the end, or the end of the end. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. On either side is whack. And so, I don't know. Unless the guy dogged your daughter out. That's what I'm saying. I find it hard to believe that that's what this is all about.
That nigga tried
like,
something then.
I understand. He's not going to like his fighter with his daughter. I get it. And that's probably
what that play called.
Grounds for some shit to happen. But I feel like that's grounds for you to get checked and for us to move on and do business. Not grounds for me to like make a vendetta on destroying your career.
But I truly feel like Floyd's
so clear your screen for me.
From the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range.
That's what I'm saying. I find it hard to believe you would just jump off like unless Floyd is just that petty, that bad, and that evil. Like I'm not evil, but this is kind of evil. But it's like you just went all in on the young man. Like, bro, he's a young man. He's a young woman. Like you know what I'm saying? Like bro, you act like you ain't been that age. Like what are you talking about? That's what I'm saying. I find it hard to believe that that's why he tried to dismantle your career. But unless who knows? We can't decide this man's story. Let's see if there's anything left.
Catch, unless like you see how like you call out a lot of people and catch. And he scheduled a fight and non-fight, and I was signed to him.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on foot.
I say like I respect him, and I want to.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
He did, he did help me.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph backs. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it up.
They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this defense was all over.
Let us know what you think of the comments. Do you think that Javante was talking to Floyd's daughter?
Who's up? Disagreements? Yes. Oh, okay. How are you?
Hi, yes. I don't know. Am I supposed to say my name? Okay. My name is Gigi. I guess I'm mostly on the side of disagreeing.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that,
I don't
the
think
defense is
that
going to win every
behind
time.
this presidency, I don't think that this country is headed towards a bright future. I don't think that under this presidency that we are going to stand united. I think that it is going to divide us even more, and that it is dividing us.
And he laid the lumber to stop it from getting the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field.
I feel like whenever I hear Trump specifically talk, there are notions of
making that fourth down decision.
Not black people specifically, but people of color being seen as murderers and rapists, and it's specifically targeted towards brown people. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is, my question for you is,
setting the tone early.
Do you think this country, or do you think that Trump is going to
make him feel uncomfortable, make him feel that pressure,
the American public right in overall?
That's why they built the league.
Yes.
Are you worried about the state of this country under his presidency when it comes to economic setbacks, when it comes to another great recession, when it comes to stocks going down, et cetera, et cetera? Are you worried that he is going? He does not.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
By the way, inflation's going down, and the price of eggs is going down, everybody. Big time.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch past the stick.
Fuck, he get by himself. How do you hot ride them while they out there? Cause he wasn't no route.
I guess basically the plan of my argument is.
So you don't hear me?
I think that President Trump, and I think that this
Fuck
country's
you.
view,
That's
especially
what.
when we're coming now into DEI, and we're coming into funding the Department of Education, we're coming to taking the Tuskegee Airmen out of being taught.
That has been reversed, just for the way.
Okay. But there's been multiple other things besides Tuskegee, but also, like, you know, the whole debate on critical race theory, teaching slavery in schools, teaching black history, etc., etc. These are things that are being targeted specifically when it took years and years to even get them in place. I think that this country is built on using the Bible not even 100 years ago to defame and to dehumanize black people. There has been use of the Bible specifically when people used to come into the church and talk about how slaves should obey their masters and how that's what the whole relationship between white and black people were. I think that this country specifically has a lot of racist rhetoric that is built in that is not being targeted. I think that...
So let's try to find some common ground. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Can you give me a definition
Third
of
and
racism?
goal from way back there.
Racism in terms of... I will say, okay, before I
You
give...
use the term,
yes,
so I want to make sure we're talking
fair.
about the same thing. Is that cool?
Yes, that's fair. I will say that I will state that I am biased because I will be speaking as a black person specifically from the United States of America, and not anywhere else.
Quarterback just went into brain lock and
But
lost track of
I
the
will say
play clock.
racism is a discrimination against people of a minority that does not have a
Hey, Cole, man, what you doing, dog?
racism.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure
use the
they
word
have the
racism.
Can't
right
use the
play
word. That's
call
what I'm trying,
and
I'm trying,
everyone
I'm
on the
trying.
same page here.
A discrimination against a minority class of people in order to create an unbalance in the society or a hierarchy based on something that is undetermined as of color, race, the color of your skin, or maybe even
After that huge sack by the defense,
Can
what
you be
answer do these guys have
racist
on third
against
and goal?
Asians?
Yes.
Can you be racist against white people?
Power football with the run. He's
I
knocked
believe
down in
that
the
you can
backfield.
have
He'll lose a
prejudice
couple.
against white people.
But after getting
But
stuffed on
in
that run, you
the
now
way
got
that this
fourth
country
down.
was
I'm
built
not
and the
into
way that this
chasing
country has
points
been
this early
founded
in the game.
and the
I
way
think
that
you
there
just
are
take the
many
field goal to
laws
try to pay this
that
drive
have
off
taken
and this
place,
opportunity to put
specifically
something
like where
on
you
the
were talking
board.
earlier
And nowadays
with the
you
whole
have these
reparations
analytical
debate.
cards, and the
There are
coaches,
many
they literally
legacies
look at
of
every
white people in this
situation. Is it
country
more advantageous
that
to go for it or kick
Guys,
it?
just-
That's how they'll make this
Okay,
decision.
let's just all
Well,
take a
you'd
breath.
think this would be a
Gigi's
very
talking.
makeable
which
field goal
I
attempt,
also
but
would
they're
like.
gonna
I
go
feel like
for it
that
on
kind of
fourth
comes
down.
into. Yes, we're not all from this country.
Throws to
This
the
is a
wideout.
country of immigrants.
And that
This is a
pass
country
is
of people
So
from
let me
other-
give you an example.
Yeah.
If a
And they'll
group of
close
black
in on him
individuals,
after
which
a good
happens unfortunately
return
so
on the
often, say,
interception.
we want to go beat up whitey,
Two drives,
and they go
two
beat up a white
INTs.
person, was
I
that a
don't know who the
racist
backup
thing that they
quarterback
did?
is, but
Yeah.
I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness
I
gracious.
would have to
keep
ask
turning the
for the
football
context,
over.
but yes,
Can't do it.
yes.
Can't put your defense
Based
in a
off of
bad
that,
Cool.
yes.
So, but then
Time
let's
after
go
time.
back to your definition, because your
Sure.
definition was that it had to be the exercise of power. I'm going to make your definition better for you,
That's
because
fine. That's
the
fine.
exercise of power against a minority group.
Yes.
But in that case, it black
This
individuals
Trojan
against a white
offense is
individual.
ready to go
So
back to work.
wouldn't a better
That last
definition of
drive and the
racism
turnover,
be
not
a
what you're
human
looking
being
for
or
when you have the
institution
lead, Jesse.
prejudicing
I think
or
for them,
stereotyping?
it's a matter of
That is a better
executing better.
there's a better definition
Executing
in
better,
terms of how
understanding I still
racism
got
is
the
used
lead.
in
Put a drive
society,
together
in
here
terms
and
of
build on
setting
it.
people behind
After picking up
in these institutions, specifically colleges, jobs, etc., hospitals.
quarterback
But
checking
that is
off.
my point. I feel like
On second
in
down,
this
he'll let it
country,
fly.
we don't
Grabbed
talk
in the
about
middle,
enough,
it's
and I
Marks.
think that under this
They make the
presidency,
stop right there. Good pickup. It's still
we don't
short
talk
of the first
about
down.
the history and the impact of long-term racism in this country against minorities.
That's all we've talked about the last 5 years. I mean, but hear me out. 1619 Project. We have entire black dedicated channels on Pluto and Hulu and Netflix. We have reoriented the entire national dialogue towards we had the President of the United States, Joe Biden, taking a knee for Black Lives Matter, to have racial reconciliation seminars, to have non-stop race obsession. So I think we've talked about it thoroughly and properly.
So do you think that black people in this country have equal opportunity and are treated equally as
absolutely? So let me prove it to you, okay? So Gigi and Charlie. What can Charlie do that Gigi can't do?
What the fuck?
Based on the law. No, just on the law. What am I allowed to do on the law that you are not allowed to do on the law?
Who was the MVP of the national championship game?
That's equal opportunity and equal treatment, right?
On paper, yes, that is true. Like, I was born under this country.
Quarterbacks like different. You gotta put pressure on the quarterback. You gotta affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there.
Nigga, that's a what's the name helping you. Nigga, that's a motherfucking crowd stadium. I can't do shit right now.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down.
Society.
Fires
and I
to
don't
the
think we can
wideout.
have these conversations.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
That black people
and what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
QBs have to understand that when I'm throwing against zones, I gotta manipulate guys in my eye.
Hell no, I don't want to quit, nigga.
To create an opening, to throw that ball or zip that ball in, I
the
gotta use
destroyment of the black family. That also came with a big
tell the quarterback was not ready and
the Reagan administration, which was
and this one will be stopped for no gain.
How is it the government's fault of why dads aren't around?
I mean, we could get into the whole, like, the rhetoric of crack babies and crack drug dealers.
So, but isn't it a decision to take drugs?
Oh, no, 100%.
So, and it's a decision to commit crimes. Okay, so the government didn't do that to them. People decided to take drugs.
That's true. But do you feel like these populations of these communities have, in statistics, been overly populated by police officers?
Well, so just you seem like a really sweet person, so I don't want to try to be too like intense. Is that cool? What percentage of America's black? 13%. What percentage of the murders in America are committed by black people?
I don't know the specific statistics.
Yes.
And I love that this offense stuck to the run game.
60%. So maybe when you do 60% of the killings in 13% of America, more cops should be around.
Do you? But there's no cops, and there's not an equal number of cops in the white suburban neighborhoods. It's the same neighborhoods that are controlling the coke. Like, they have cocaine in their houses, but it's not treated the same.
And this is okay, Gigi, because it really is fleshing out a different world. You look at cops as if they're there to catch you and get you. We look at cops as they're there to protect and serve and help us.
And that's only because in this country, I mean, police used to be able to drag black people out in the streets and hose them down and stick dogs in them and tear them apart. And we never really had the conversation that where did we get away from that?
Definitely had the conversation.
And we're all
like,
after George Floyd, the whole country blew up under the conversation. Okay.
Yes, but it was a big standing on. Should cops be able to do this? It's almost as if when a black person is murdered by police or at the hands of police, the gun.
Faith, man.
Bringing down at the 12-yard line.
I mean, at one point it was happening at least. Okay, if it was happening at least last year, it was going on about.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field.
It's about 10 a year.
Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive.
What actually makes it to major media? Because not every
the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense.
So here's my contention. So you have a population that dads are not around. That is very, very murderous per population capita. That is very violent, more likely to be involved in gangs. And we, as conservatives, look at that and we say, wait a second, Like, the problem is within the community. The problem is not the government. The problem is not the culture. The problem is not the history. Instead, really what needs to happen is black leadership, black pastors, and black dads need to go into the black community and say, we're better than this. Cut the killing, cut the violence. Do you know the most, one more point. Who is, outside of heart disease and all that, what is the #1 killer of black people in America? Fellow black people. A black person is far more likely to be killed by another black person than anything else. Black people are a greater threat to their own people than any other community. So it's not like white supremacists coming into these communities and mowing down these black-on-black gang violence.
But that's not okay. I just like to go back to something that you said earlier about like how it has nothing to do with the government.
On second down, wants to throw.
History of black people in this country has everything to do with the government. At one point, the government allowed raise forced slavery. That was something that this government did.
I'm trying to make sure you're playing.
Of segregation. So in terms of the long history, you can't take out the fact that government has played a major institution.
Let's take you, Gigi. How did government?
And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Gigi, let me ask you a question. How did that legacy of slavery prevent you from getting to this school and having a great career?
I think that
the Trojans with the 1st and 10.
Yeah, lost.
So, Gigi, what I'm trying to do right now is prove that your own life experience is actually at odds with some of the things you're saying. Is that cool? So here you are at the university, you're a student. You have the whole world as your oyster in front of you.
I ain't got to go nowhere.
You're going to do better than most people inside the community. Just guessing. I don't know your background, but based on how you're talking. How did the legacy of slavery get in your way?
I will say the legacy of slavery got in my way in the way that I am not a legacy child here. I would say that it got in my way in the way that my parents, my grandparents were not afforded the same, were not at one point even allowed to be on the property of the school. I think that is one of the things that has gone into
But you're here. It didn't get in the way. So here's the attitude I want you to adopt, Gigi, and I'll close with this. Instead of just looking at everything in the past that's wrong and bad, or a victim, and say, you know what? Say, you know what? I'm an American, and I'm going to use my mental energy to say, despite all of that, I get to succeed and flourish and prosper as a black American at the University of Tennessee. You are a living embodiment, Gigi, that you can still succeed as a black individual.
I would just disagree from the simple fact that I feel like there are a lot of barriers, there's a lot of obstacles, there's a lot of prejudice just in somebody might look at me and not even assume that I could even get into the
How do you know what they're thinking?
I'm not saying that I know what people think. I don't know what people think.
You just said that.
I'm saying I can assume from prejudices that I know exist in this country.
Hold on a second, I gotta go time out. And you know what? If you walk around here and you go see, this happens all the time, and you see a white boy with the short shorts and kind of acting all, like you might say, he's only there because of his parents.
It's Wilson.
Oh, it happens a lot at these southern schools, right?
So
everybody has to overcome some form of bias, prejudice, or stereotyping. What's most helpful? Let's stop talking about it so much and talking about how we can apply ourselves to become better people and better citizens. Thank you so much, Gigi. Thank you. Thank you. Who's up? Disagreements? Yes. Okay. How are you?
Yes. Am I supposed to say my name? My name is Gigi.
In the session, nigga, I caught that, nigga. What you talking about? Yeah, I caught it. I was out of bounds, nigga. Look. Watch it, nigga.
I don't think that
what you talking about?
Presidency, I don't think that
nigga, I caught that bitch.
Is headed towards a bright future. I don't think that under this presidency that we are going to stand united. I think that it is going to divide us even more, and that it is dividing us. And I also don't think that this presidency is
wide open defenders
built
all over the field.
on
His third interception of the day.
A love of all people. I feel like whenever I hear Trump specifically talk, there are notions of not black people specifically, but people of color being seen as murderers and rapists, and it's specifically targeted towards brown people. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is